Hello, adventurers. My name's Chris. Welcome back to more Baldur's Gate 3. So last episode we did a lot, right? We went around. As you can see, we got a ton of these objectives, our quest markers on the map. So last time, right, we went and we found Nettie. We looked for the druid healer that was in the inner sanctum of the Emerald Grove, and speaking with her about potentially curing us of the tadpole infestation, both. She actually was not super surprised because apparently she's actually seen it before. And it has not been very rare, right? So her and Halsin, Master Halsin, right, the guy, the leader of the druids here, her and him were ambushed by a drow and some goblins, right? The drow was running the whole operation, but they were ambushed and they were able to kill him. But the second the drow had died, the parasite, the tadpole, had squiggled out of him, and they caught it, they captured it, they put it in a jar, and they've been doing research and trying to figure out what's going on, right? Because he didn't transform, he didn't change. And from what we saw of the jar inside their area, there's three tadpoles.
This is ridiculous.
So there were already 3 other people that they had dealt with that didn't have any of the changes, the transformations, the mutations, or anything similar to our group. But they don't know why. And Nettie was questioning us about it, and we were very honest. You know, being straightforward. And it was honestly for the best, because she was prepared to kill us if we were kind of bullshitting her, basically. We were lying and trying to cover up the fact that it was. She would have seen that we were probably too far gone and stabbed us. She gave us the poison that she was going to use, this wyvern toxin. So I loved it. I respected it so hard that she was willing to do that, right? But that was only one thing, because we found out that there's no cure, not from her at least, and that was unfortunate. But she's like, I can only offer you a way out, which is to just stab yourself with that poison and die. So that was an unfortunate dead end. However, it's not completely dead, because we've learned that this is happening to not just us, but others, potentially from the same ship. And I'm very suspicious about why. Obviously, for other reasons, but mostly because I'm wondering if this ship in particular, this mind flayer, right, this group, this pool of tadpoles that was planted into us, I wonder if that is in particularly unique versus the all others, right? Was there like some kind of bigger vision into implanting everybody with these tadpoles? I don't know, right? But on top of that, we went and we spoke with Arabella and her parents, because we saved her, and there's peace. We got the confirmation, which I'd speculated, but it probably wasn't that hard, right? That she stole the idol from the druids in order to essentially save everybody, because she spoke with Maul, right? And nobody was doing anything. The adults weren't doing anything. So she's like, I'll just do it. I'll make something happen because I'm willing to do it, no matter what. And she did it. And I honestly respect the fact that she did that, even though that is crazy, risky, and dangerous. Right? The other thing we got to talk about is this thing. Faldorn's Canticle, the Shadow Druid's Doctrine. This was found inside Kagha's special chest, right? In her chest, this book and this half-torn note, right? It's very interesting, because this talks about like the Shadow Druids, right? Kind of a rough idea, like their beliefs, right? Balance is myth, where any clan treads, nature struggles, unity is fiction, men of fear, men of mere flesh seek only to tame beast and raise flora. Right, basically, okay, nature needs to be taken back. Or nature needs to take back from them, right? From others, from civilization, in a way, right? And it's not great at all. But it's very interesting why she has that. And then we learned about the ritual. We learned about the ritual that they're doing, and how it essentially, when they perform the ritual, those who are chanting will be protected by the vines and the thorns that arise from the completion of the ritual. And obviously I've said my speculations, right? Like, it's if it's as technical as it is, then it's only going to protect the druids in the center that are actually chanting. But even then, we don't really know the technicalities of it. I don't know if they've performed this before or not. We don't know. We don't know. And I feel like this could, maybe they're in over their head. Maybe they know exactly what they're doing. Who knows, right? And I was giving Kagha the benefit of the doubt with her being put in this position to, you know, she's making the hard calls, right? Based on the information we have now, that is the benefit of the doubt. But at the end of the day, we don't know. We don't know, because what if, right? What if she is the reason why Halsin is actually gone? Maybe she's the reason the goblins attacked, right? If all she needs, but it doesn't make any sense, really, right? Unless the whole plan was to get rid of Halsin, and the goblins are not going to attack again, but they're saying they will. I don't know. I think it would be weird, but it would make sense if she used it to kick Halsin out so that she could then be in charge. So that then she could make the choice to perform this ritual and isolate the grove from the outside world. It would line up. So I'm not writing off the fact that she's bad or good yet. There's just a lot of, we need more information. So I'm still suspicious. Right, and then this, right? Kagha, swamp docks, tree, meet me alone. Oladon. We don't know who Oladon is. Never seen it, right? These marked crisscrossing the page don't look scribed so much as slashed. So it's very crude, very plainly written, as far as, like, it's not, I don't want to say plainly written. That's not the right word. It is straightforward. It's not written with like a very clean hand. So potentially whoever Oladon is not a fellow druid, or something worse. I don't know. Whenever I hear swamp, I get immediately suspicious because, you know, there's not a lot of great good things happen in swamps. You know, not super fantastic, right? And another thing, and I didn't notice it. Until I was editing, and I don't know if I can put it on the. If you remember, I'll remember. 100%. I'll remember. I'll put it on the screen here, or somewhere on the screen. I noticed this, right? Because I realized it in the last episode, but it didn't like completely click in the moment. When we were in the room with the drow corpse, right, on Nettie's table, there was a voice that had popped up and said, that pointed out the jar of mind flayer parasites on the table. And I think part of me was like, oh, it's like we like nailed like an insight check or something, but it wasn't because I remember not seeing the roll or anything. And then you see in the bottom right corner, right, there's a dream visitor pointed at mind flayer parasite specimen, and that shit is different. That's different. That is 100% suspicious, because It was not a check. It was not a voice or a person that we had met before. It was not. This was somebody completely different. Something, I don't know. But saying dream visitor, that's fascinating. Because what does that actually mean? We've never had dreams. Not notable dreams.
Here goes nothing.
Right? And it points it out, and we see it. We see it. Again, not a check, but something else pointing out to us that this is happening. And I find that to be very strange. Right, because who's this dream visitor? Who is this dream visitor, and why? Why then? Why there? And why about that? That's what makes me I don't know. It's something that I've been thinking about, and it is. They just toss it in there. It just happens out of nowhere, no context, nothing. Then we move past. So that's hella suspicious. We also made a new friend named Raphael, and he really showed up with the attitude and the spirit, only for him to turn out to be a devil. Turned out to be a devil who was willing to make a deal to get the parasite out of our head. He said, whatever, I can do it. He's like, I can do it. I can do it. 100% I can do it. You know I can do it. I'm the only one who can do it. And then, talk about like, oh, go, you can go try, exhaust every option. At the end of the day, all roads lead back to me. And I'll be waiting. And we denied his deal, but he's trying. And we speculated amongst ourselves that his motivations are very strange. Because they all want a soul, right? That's their currency. But the question is,
what if Halson is... No. Don't go there.
It's why? Why in particular? Because it's one thing to be like, oh, hey, can I get your soul? We'll make a deal. I'll get that mind flayer parasite out of your head. No. Tries. You'd think they'd give up and move on. Like, never mind. But he's trying. And then he says, continue to try all these other things, but at the end of the day, you'll be back to me. And then we'll make a deal. So he knows something. I don't know what he knows, but he knows.
The bird's eyes are glassy. Its breathing weak.
It's so sad. It is. Okay, before we go any further, right? Before we go any further, there's one thing that we need to do. And that is, we're going to do a short rest. Because I don't think that's going to erase any of these. Because we're all long rest.
Rested enough. Now,
take it one step
forward.
at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Perfect. Okay. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to go to camp. We don't need to long rest. Well, I mean, we should. Realistically, we do need our spell slots back for us and Gale. But going to camp in general, it's a good idea right now. Whoa! No way! That's so cool. I didn't realize it, because I guess we've only ever rested out in the open world, right? That's so cool. It actually changes the camp depending on where we rest. This is neat. This is such a cool detail. Okay, I was gonna start up here. Shadowheart, it's been a while.
Bloody hells. Literally.
Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
I'm so glad that she knows. I was so worried that it was only going to be whoever's actually there might know, and then we'd have to fill in like secondhand. Help is help no matter the source. Honestly, I'm not so sure. He's a devil. We shouldn't trust him, simple as that. Wisdom. Use your shared connection to read her thoughts. I don't need to read her thoughts. I don't need to invade her mind. He's a devil. We shouldn't trust him. Simple as that.
No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is.
See, you say that. That's exactly what they want you to think. They want you to think, oh, well, you know, I could outsmart him. I can, you know, he's our only solution. He knows, right? If we can look past the fact that he's a devil and he'll, you know, collect our soul and make sure that he does collect our soul. Because what's to say, once he gets it out, he doesn't manifest some sort of accident that gets us killed. Who knows? Anything could happen. At the end of the day. So, changed my mind. Perhaps we should trust Raphael. No. I must admit, I'm feeling less sure all of a sudden. I'm not going to just change my mind. We can't trust Raphael. Enough about me. What do you think is best? Nope, not going to change my mind. We can't trust him.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
Yep, he was already set in his ways. He already knew what he was going to do. It was more about, you know, whittling us down to feeling desperate enough to realize that he was the only option. And then just skip straight to it. Right? I'm glad I made the right decision then. Who the hell is all these people you know who do such things? I didn't realize you were so well-versed in mental and emotional torment. I think I detected a note of admiration in your voice.
I respect his craft. As should you. Watch out for that devil.
So true. Want to talk about all that's happened to us?
Fine. What's on your mind?
Is there anything new? How am I holding up?
I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Okay, cool. Join me.
Your dance card is full. Lose a partner, and there'll be room for me.
Right, we're gonna do some shifting around. Right, we're gonna trade places with Will. Right, very cool. And then, oh yeah, we probably gotta. What is it? I didn't check on these yet. Right, because we still have the marker on this. So we found a note involving Kagha. Something is going on in the grove. We should get to the bottom of it. Kagha wants the tieflings gone. She asked us to guide them out of the grove. So here's the thing. I do think this is a good idea. Right? But we have to go back to her and tell her that that Zevlor says, no, they're probably going to die out there. There's no way. Even with us as escorts. Like, let's be real. They wandered into a goblin camp and got their hand asked to them. Yeah, exactly. Right, so it's not great. Not a great idea. There is a note, and I find it so suspicious. Okay, let's take a Kagha. Found a note addressed to Kagha that mentioned a meeting in the swamp. What is she up to? That is exactly what I think we should try to do. We should find out where this swamp is, go there, see if we can't either eavesdrop, observe, or find out who she's speaking with. Right, Daughter of Darkness. We learned that Shadowheart needs to reach Baldur's Gate to fulfill a mission for our goddess. We recruited a half-elf named Shadowheart. Continue traveling with Shadowheart. Okay, so that hasn't really changed, which is fine. Cool. Alright, also, we are maxed out on inspiration, so we are going to have to start using some of them. Using some of that, right? And we rescued Findle last time. We rescued Findle. It was in that cave with the bear statue that I died from. Right? Apparently he was in the back there, unconscious. And he was part of the original... He was part of the group that was running back from the goblin camp that was part of the gate fight. He had split off and gone through the back door of that weird cave. But they had followed him, so that's why he ended up in there. That's very interesting. Somebody made it back, which is good. I mean, a lot of people made it back, but it's just it's a curious thing.
Speak.
Speak. Nope, same stuff. Okay, so nothing new. Withers, my man.
Mind.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Take a look. Talk about hirelings. I'm gonna help change my class. No, we don't want to. Okay. Here's one thing. What is it? Oh,
The air is ripe with magic.
okay. So if we go here, so okay, a lot of you brought this up, and I think that's totally fair because it also tripped me up a little bit too. When Gale's level up screen happened, right? It had like the options over here. Everybody else's has so far not been able to pick, or we've been able to pick their subclass, right? So it was always kind of forced for us to select it on the level up screen. But on his level up screen, it was already selected to being evocation. Right? It happened differently, and in my mind it kind of like threw me off. I was like, oh, he's already selected to be evocation, so I guess that's cool. That's cool. Right? Because I guess we could respec anything and everybody at Withers. Right, so I just kept evocation because I figured he was already set in stone. You know, Gale was designed evocation wise.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
That's cool. He actually talks to everybody individually. Oh, he can kick him out. Okay, so I want to see... Does it cost if we just want to look?
As thou desire.
Oh, he already took my money. Well, that's okay. Well, so okay, because it was like, okay, we change our class. Quite literally, we could change him from a wizard to a barbarian. That's wild. We're not going to do that, but I think it's wild that we can. Right, wizard. Miles' abilities. Okay, you lose unsaved progress. Continue. Okay, I hope that didn't take our money, did it?
Fate.
It might have.
Dost thou require a new
Okay, hold
ally?
on.
As thou
I don't think it counts until we actually finish it. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work. Right? I don't know. So we're going to save here, just in case, because I don't want to do it wrong. Okay, this is about preventing a mistake. So, we'll let that save.
Fate spins.
Dost thou require?
Okay, so we got to change class. It's 100. Now it here, right, says level 1 wizard, so it's showing we're basically going down, but I'm imagining if we confirm, I'm hoping it goes to 3. I'm hoping it goes back up. I guess I think it's very interesting. Oh, we can actually change these too. This actually might be this might be a great idea. Right, for his. We get rid of that. I kind of want to do Toll the Dead, because that's a great spell. Well, cantrip, but you know what I mean. It's great magic. And then Tasha's Hideous Laughter would be exceptional. So we get rid of that, because that's exactly what we did last time. And then abilities, do we want to mess with anything else? Right, if we get rid of his dexterity, a little bit more into charisma. Right, does it give us... Yeah. Right, if it was traders prices, saving throws, and charismas. Now, I wonder if wisdom would be a good idea. It's only 1 point. It doesn't really change much. Right, because that's a +1. If we got rid of that, we still get the +1. Can't change. I can't put points into anything else. Okay, what if we get rid of those and then we give him a little bit more dexterity? Or not dexterity. We remove his dexterity a little bit to give him more constitution. So he got a little bit more health. All right, Arcana History, Investigation, Insight, and Persuasion. I like those for him. Okay. Okay, cool. So we do get to level up. Okay, so it's gonna catch up to us. See, this is what threw me off. The fact that it's already chosen. It's chosen subclass evocation. And it did it in a weird way. It threw me off. So I'm glad we're gonna look at it again, because there are so many subclasses for wizard. Okay, abjuration. You twist and harden the weave into arcane wards, protecting yourself and others. Learning abjuration spells from scrolls only costs you 25 gold per spell level, not 50. Abjurations are very cool. Right? Abjuration Savant, which is the cost, and then Arcane Ward, the residual magic from your spells forms a ward around you that protects you from harm. Blade Singing. Right, which, by the way, this used to actually only be usable by elves. At the beginning of 5th edition with the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, it was included in there, but you had to be an elf specifically to do blade singing. And then they changed it later to everybody, which I feel like is fair. Like I get like the idea, like certain races being able to have like unique subclasses. Conceptually, it's neat, but overall, it feels just kind of like arbitrarily restrictive. It restricts your role-playing potential, and your customization. Blazing, a master of wizardry and swordplay, you combine the elegant maneuvers of a warrior with the devastating magics of a mage. We're in a Blade Song Power, the resource used to cast Blade Song. And then, Training in War and Song. You gain proficiency with light armor and in performance skill. You also gain proficiency with daggers, sickles, short swords, rapiers, scimitars, and long swords. We could make him so cool. We could make him a battle mage with light armor. And then Blade Song. Invoke the Blade Song. You gain a +2 bonus to armor class, and your movement speed increases by 10 feet. You also gain advantage in acrobatics, and a +2 bonus to constitution saving throws. Right, we can't wear medium or heavy armor or shields. But you must be wearing using a dagger, longsword, rapier, scimitar, short sword, or sickle. Very neat. Conjuration. Compelled by shape and motion, your favored arcane style involves summoning creatures and objects, as well as displacing them in space. Learning conjuration spells and scrolls is cheaper. Right, we get that, and then we get create water. It's literally exactly the way it sounds, which is you're like conjuring things up. Right? Divination. You peer through time itself and can sculpt the future, like temporal clay, into a more favorable form. We get the cost reduction, and then portent. Your dreams grant you glimpses that let you influence the future. As you see into the beyond, after each long rest, you gain 2 random portent dice. During the day, you can use your reaction to change the die with any attack roll or saving throw rolled near you to one of your portent die. Each dice can be used once a day. You lose unused dice at the end of the day. And I love it because it's not just you, like not just Gale can change his rolls, but if he's near somebody, like if he's near Lazel and she misses an attack, right? He can use this to change that to one of his dice, like his portent dice specifically, and alter that situation. It's very neat. Like conceptually, it's cool, fascinating magic. Right? And then enchantment. Your magic influence beguiles and bends the will and conviction of those around you. Charm and incapacitate a creature. It cannot attack you. It cannot act. Hypnotic gaze. Right? It's very neat. Right? So very much like a lot of influence, like buffs, debuffs, manipulation. Evocation, which is what he was, right? You're known as an evoker, striding unharmed through the unfettered chaos you call. Right? And it is cool, right? The sculpting spells is pretty neat as a concept. Right? Illusion. You specialize in unraveling and restitching the fabric of reality to fool the unwary, the gullible, and the monstrous. Was it minor? Yep. Improved minor illusion. You can cast minor illusion as a bonus action. Very cool. Very neat. This spell can be cast while you're silenced. Minor illusion. Oh, a lot of tips. Tips on tips. Right, so obviously you have minor illusion, but then it all depends kind of like what you want to build into. Necromancy. Obviously a good old classic. You walk through the valley of the shadow of death and make lots of friends there. Learning necromancy spells cost less. Grim Harvest. Once per turn, if you kill a creature with a spell, you regain hit points equal to twice the spell slot level used. Thrice if a necromancy spell. Undead and constructs are unaffected. It's always interesting because like necromancy is not seen very positively in basically any society. It all feels kind of like not great. Because I mean, at some point you're puppeteering somebody's relative. And if you're in a town and you decide to resurrect somebody in the graveyard, you know, that's somebody new. So it's a weird vibe. Right? However, outside of, you know, civilization, it's very functional. You know? Could be neat, but I don't know if it fits him. Right? Transmutation. Your innate fascination with the structure of things has granted you an incredible power over crude matter and its manipulation. Experimental alchemy. You can brew 2 alchemical solutions instead of 1 when combining extracts, if you succeed on a DC 15 medicine check. That's actually pretty cool. Right? Double the solutions we make if we pass a medicine check. That's rad. Okay, what do we want to keep him as evocation, or should we change it? Because like evocation's cool, right? But some of these other things pretty rad too. Like blade singing. Blade singing just seems neat. Do the neat one. Conjuration could be cool. Divination. It's fascinating. Right? He doesn't... This would be something that would be way better if we gave him... You know, if he had... He had a better armor class. So we set him up with a little bit more health. Making him... that. But I feel like his energy... Like, him as a person just it feeds the fact that he is full magic. Right? Like, he is not one to get involved in, like, physical combat. As much as this seems really cool, I don't see it from the way that he is and the way he acts. So I feel like that would be very strange. Right, compelled by shape and motion. Conjuration could be cool. Maybe illusion? Right, because I don't want to go just based on the features. It's also like the feel, like what the class represents, and if it fits with him. Like necromancy would be neat. Okay, so that doesn't affect the spells we're going to be able to learn. That's nice. So this is purely whatever we want for the actual class itself. Subclass. I feel like conjuration would be cool. I feel like conjuration's neat. I feel like this could be very, very interesting. Right, so many creatures and objects. And obviously, find familiar. And then like long strider could be cool. Shield, I feel like disguise self would definitely fit this. And then we also have another level after this as well. I'm gonna commit to that. We're gonna do that. He's gonna be conjuration. It's gonna be conjuration. Compelled by shape and motion. Your favorite arcane style involves summoning creatures and objects as well as displacing them in space. Right, and then as far as prepared spells, we'll move these around. All right, cool. I feel good about that. That feels like a very neat, fitting situation. Okay, now what else? Crown of Madness. I feel like definitely. And then Wishbolt Shield, Ray of Sickness. Magic Missile is always a good one. Always a classic. Burning Hands. Right, Shatter, Detect Thoughts. Shadow Blade, Magic Weapon. Right, See Invisibility, Regular Invisibility. Best of Wind, Blur, Enlarge. Right, I feel like invisibility would be really good for this. But then also darkness is really good too. Because like imagine we could drop this anywhere and just create a zone of darkness. Yeah, but I feel like invisibility fits better. But then so does mirror image. I'm gonna do these. We'll get invisibility in the future. I'm gonna stick with these two. I like these. The mirror image was super helpful. Super useful. And it totally fits not just the fact that he was doing it in camp, but also his kind of interest in himself.
All right. What now?
There's like a level
Light
of
on
it.
my feet.
But that was cool. So I'm glad we looked at all those because I feel like that was very important that I missed.
We got along
Gale.
quite well, I think.
How can I help?
Did you remain at camp? Nope. Alright, cool. So we already chatted with you. Will.
Well met.
Indeed. Okay. Cool. Everybody's cool. Alright, Traveler's Chest. Go here. Now I think we should sell a bunch of this stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop all these books off. Because I know, here's the... I could sell the books, sure. But I like keeping the books, because I think they're neat. These are in here already. I'm looking at this in reverse. Oh, stop. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna keep these. Right, but I do like keeping the books. So we will keep the books. I don't know, do we need these or not? I haven't really figured out if these are useful to have or these are just good for selling. You don't need them to rest, it seems. Okay, we'll store this in here too. Honestly, you should pull these out because I could sell these. Right, that's these. These are bone. I don't really... Oh, these. I'll keep the fish in there. Right, then we'll sort this by type. Go here. Get all these. Put these in the bag so that we can sell them. And I think we're good. We're not really low. We're not really close to weight. So it's not too bad at the moment. And then these gloves, right? Strength saving throws. Pretty big deal. I think who should be a little bit better at a strength saving throw? Part of me kind of feels us, like Zeph. Mostly because we are not great strength-wise. So as much as I'm a big fan of giving things to everybody, right? Splitting items relatively evenly. Oh, that's right. Forgot. It's medium armor. All right, strength for you then. I guess we won't wear it. No big deal. It's all right. Interesting. Neat. Right, we got a new staff. He's got a new staff. Look at him. He's looking a little pretty fancy. Okay, and then Astarion. We have to talk, man. It's been a minute. Been a minute since you last hurt my feelings.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. Well, this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
Honestly, with the hat, the angle that he's looking, it's very dramatic. I don't know. Look, he said they always think that they're right. They don't know. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. He's not. We still have options. If you want to sell your soul, be my guest. No, we're not gonna. No one's selling any of souls.
Maybe. But all that take your time, I'll wait nonsense. He's playing with us. He reminds me of, well, someone I used to know. Someone that liked to play with people. Creatures like them don't play games unless they know they can win.
Exactly. First off, that feels really I'm sorry that you dealt with a manipulative piece of shit. But, hey, it's exactly... He nails it, right? Creatures like them don't play games unless they know they can win. He thinks he can win. Because the whole point of... He has to play this in order to whittle us down to get him to win. The only way to win these games is to not play. Don't play the game. That's how it works. Right? You're not going to outsmart him. Right? We're not his playthings. We'll show him that. So what do? You might be able to outfox him, but I will. We're not his playthings. We'll show him that.
Maybe. But he's not the only one spinning a web for us. This is no ordinary mind flayer parasite. Who tampered with it, and why? What do they have planned for us? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door? If we find those answers, we might have a chance.
Agreed. Completely. And that's exactly what we're doing. I'm not even worried about this Raphael guy. Realistically, he said, oh, I'll be here. Yeah. We might not even see you again. And if he does show up, we're going to tell him the same thing.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Okay. Okay, right. So we gotta kind of figure out what we're gonna do next. Right, because we have these things, and then so for the map, right? We got... So we still have to go outside of the grove. Everything in the grove, there's just two things we're gonna do. And I realize we don't have to actually... We don't actually have to take a long rest every time, which is nice. And a lot of you guys pointed it out too. Because long rest, you only have to do it if you want to actually get the benefits of a long rest. But if you don't need to, we just go to camp and leave. Right? We don't have to end the day. So we just go back and be totally fine. Is there anything in these? No. No, it sure made me look in it. Okay, is there anything else poking around? Just the chest. Maybe I have to get closer? Right. Oh, see, there's another jar.
Abuse.
I'm probably gonna look in all these and there's gonna be nothing. It's probably gonna be nothing. Nope, it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Just a bunch of jars of nothing. Jars of nothing. Okay, so do we want to end the day? I don't think so yet. Not yet. Not right now. Can we leave camp? Leave camp. Because we don't need to, we do need to rest, but not exactly in this exact moment. Because I want to see... Okay, Shadowheart, can we make some magic happen?
What's next?
Right. Not prayer of healing. Want to do... I don't think I have it on there. Because aid, that would help, but I do wonder if lesser restoration... It wouldn't really do anything. Not for this, right? Just disease, poison, mind paralysis. Needs rest. How do I see, like, could we help it? Not... Doesn't seem to be the case. I do want to put spiritual weapon on. I feel like that'd be really cool to see for her. Let's do... I love inflict wounds. It's level 1 and a level 1. The other creature you can see, the other creature you can touch. We'll remove that one. It's gonna cost a spell slot, and I'm really worried that... I'm not worried about wasting it. It's not a waste, because we're gonna long rest anyway. Just want to see, what if we do... Healing word.
Take your
Nothing. Okay. Alright. No good. Didn't do anything. But we figured, right? It's not, it's alive, and it's fully healed.
The bird's eyes are glassy. Its breathing weak.
No, don't go there.
Okay, yeah, so we can't, it's not gonna do anything anyway. Okay, well, I don't know what to do with this bird, and I feel bad. I feel bad, that's why I'm spending too much time on it.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Right, but another thing that I didn't do yet. You know, because I saw it, and I did not actually commit to doing it at the time. Speak with dead. Because so far, we've not been able to use it on a lot of things. But this is a fascinating, potentially very interesting situation.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Okay, this is rad. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is it's happening. It's happening. We finally got one. Your name and house. Now. What happened to you? Who killed you? How many drow are out there? Where'd you get your tadpole? Okay. I know how this works. We only get a few questions, so we gotta make them count. This would be interesting, but realistically, this is not necessary information right now, though it would be very curious to know. And I wonder, maybe actually, no, maybe it is a really good idea. Because we would know where he came from. Or if he's acting with the goblins by choice, we don't know. We don't actually know. That'd actually be a great question.
Ned Siranis of the Absolute.
Oh, so okay, so he also has moved to worshipping the Absolute now. Oh, that's interesting. Why would you serve? Drow are born to rule. There is no house of the Absolute. It's not a question, but okay, who killed you? We know. It's not the information we need. How many drow are out there? What happened to you? Where did you get your tadpole? Where did you get your tadpole?
The corpse remains silent. It doesn't understand the question.
Okay, that's fair. I wonder how many. I wonder if we do get a limited number of questions, or if we could just ask. Because I'm being very careful to utilize the questions properly. It doesn't. Were you abducted by mind flayers? Yeah, probably. Maybe not. If he says yes, that doesn't really put us in a better position. That's where I'm trying to get at. Right, because where did you get your tadpole is a very different question than were you abducted by mind flayers. Where did you get your tadpole? If he said from mind flayers, okay, right, but it's more. It could be more specific, like what location did you get it? Were you on a mind flayer ship? Were you on the same mind flayer ship that crashed? Where did you start following the Absolute? Because then there is no House of the Absolute, so that is it's not a question, but it's very interesting if he does respond to this.
No houses. All equal in her love.
Uh-huh. Oh, we get more questions. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, cool. Wait. I still wonder how many questions we do get. Or if we just get whatever. Drow are born to rule. That doesn't fit something we would ask. Right? Zephon would not ask that. How do you... Okay. Where did you start following the Absolute?
Moonrise Towers. Initiation.
Initiation? Oh. That lines up with all the other things regarding the all the other notes that we've talked about. Right? With the Temple of Saloon, that's halfway between El Terrell and Baldur's Gate. That's... Oh, boy. Okay. How many drow are out there?
Minthara. Back at camp.
Minthara.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
It was capped at the proper amount. Damn. I love that. I respect that they actually did cap it, not just let you ask every and all questions. You got to be careful about which ones you ask specifically. Ooh. I want to pick him up. This is still completely like messed with my head. Like, who is this dream speaker talking to us? Right, that also there's a way we can get into here, but we need a tablet, and the missing tablet is being held by one of the other druids. Right, it'd be very interesting. I don't even know if we'd be able to get that, but we gotta go talk to them too. But that's great. Our first speak with dead, and it was successful. Our first successful speak with dead. We did it on the Goblins outside the gate. Didn't work though. But this guy, man, fantastic. Such interesting information. We talked with Nettie about it, or is that going to be kind of like?
Any word on Master Halson?
No, not yet.
Please hurry, for both your sakes.
Right, I'm going.
What if Halson is...
Okay, but realistically, let's go back out here. Right, because Raph here potentially has the tablet that can open the... What? Oh, that is interesting. She hasn't been here yet.
A long way to go still.
But yeah, so Raph has the tablet that can open the... Open that access back there. And we also got to talk to Kagha to report back about
keep going.
the tieflings not being able to survive out there on their own. Before we do that, I want to have her read these plaques as Shadowheart.
Better get to it.
The druids of this grove cleansed this land once.
Ooh. Is it the same thing?
The druids of this...
So this place was already messed up before they came? So like they showed up? Is this in order? So they showed up, darkness, bad things. They fought it back. They then claimed the area. Right, they claimed the area. They stood firm. Oh, that's an interesting helmet. Right, that and slow guy. And so the druids, the Harpers, together, united, fought back. But they already cleansed this place once.
The fresco shows a group of druids gathered in Sylvanas' name. You are on sacred ground.
Her face is so mad. Shadowheart. We're on sacred ground. Fallen plaque union.
That mural.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. You surmise that the druids allied with the harpers, a formidable force.
It's like literally as I went to click on it, she started talking about. Did you say it was the Dark Justicars? Oh no. Oh man. Is it down here? Yes. That mural, they look like Dark Justiciars. Justiciars. This? Is she referring to? Interesting.
I don't want blood on my hands.
You glower at the fresco. Moonrise, a disgusting tribute to Saluna's past glories.
Whoa, that's weird. But actually not terrible. So that's a disgusting tribute. A disgusting tribute. That's a disgusting tribute to Saluna's past glories. Let's be real. With Shadowheart being a cleric of Shar, that totally tracks if she feels the same way. If she has the same feelings that Shar does, right? If she's not being influenced, right? Because Shar hates Saluna. And so the idea of, you know, a mural kind of being very pro Saluna would be off-putting.
We just let her run off. She's a child. A devil child. One who tried to steal from us.
Yeah, you calm down.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
This guy's a dick. Absolutely. Okay. So I think...
No one back home will ever believe this.
Can we talk to Raph?
I wish I could offer more assistance. For now, I must keep a close watch on Kagha. I hope to see both you and Halsin again soon.
Okay, so we're not gonna be able to get anything from this guy, information-wise. We could probably pickpocket him, but to pull that off is virtually impossible. Virtually. Technically, if we were to find some way to go invisible, we might be able to pull it off. Slip the tablet from him, make the rune. But I don't think that'd be a smart idea. I think that would actually... it'd be risky. And while it would be interesting, I do wonder if we could just do it organically, without having to be shady.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
Yep, and he said, fuck that.
They may die on the road. They will die if they stay. A clear choice, I would say.
All right. Exciting. Jeez. Yeah, they might die on the road, but they will for sure die here. Thanks. Thanks for that. That's phenomenal. Okay, so once Stephen's gone, she has to guide him out of the grove. Okay, so we already reported back about that. She doesn't really care. And now we need to do a couple things. We should go to the swamp. We should go to the swamp to figure out where this meeting situation is happening with her, right? As well as this situation, I think is going to happen. I think it's going to happen exactly on our way to Baldur's Gate, right? Door behind, map leading to the Night Song. He was killed by the goblins at the temple. We know the temple possibly is referring to the one that belongs to Saloon. And that would also mean that potentially the goblin camp is built around the temple, in and around the temple. So they're one and the same. So the goblin camp is the temple. The temple is the goblin camp. So this is going to be something we'll just do when we end up going to the camp naturally. Right, which I do wonder, I'm still thinking, should we release Sazza? Because the only reason I'm thinking about releasing her is because maybe that could give us some sort of leverage in the goblin camp. Because again, their group showed up to the goblin camp and got very clearly outnumbered, right? Very obviously straightforward. Whether or not they were fighters or civilians or just normal people, right? The goblin camp was a huge thing. Which would also mean that Halsin is there. So Halsin, the Night Song, are in the same location, right? Halsin, Night Song, the first druid, those are all in the same place, right? Also with the goblin priestess. So their options are to go northwest, right, to find the Kresh. But that also is going towards Baldur's Gate. And wherever Auntie Ethel's little tea house is. So I think that's where we're at, right? Which is essentially, we can see where Auntie Ethel is. Maybe also see if we can go find wherever Karlak is. Right, because outside of that, we've basically done everything in here. So I think we start making moves. I believe. Yeah. Right, the secret pool. Secret, sacred, you know. Potato, tomato.
Another step forward.
Okay, pick a... Okay, there's nothing else we can talk about. Okay. Alright. Alright, so I think we should... Okay, is this dude... See, I'm worried about this guy up here. We left him unconscious, which means he could potentially reawaken. Okay, everybody on board. There we go. Levered. Perfect. Check it out. I just need to be sure. You be 100% sure. Because if he's unconscious... Oh, he's gone. No, he's right here. He's exactly where I left him. Perfectly behind this rock. I'm just worried. Because if he's unconscious, then I wonder if that means he can get back up. I feel... And again, my speculation is him being sent by whoever needs the soul coin from Nadira. Not that this guy was part of the other group. Right, he might be, but it's unlikely. I just feel like it's very unlikely. I just know we can't use speak with dead on him. The non-aggressor in me wants to leave him alive. But also part of me is like, that is a foolish idea. It's a foolish idea because it's exactly the type of mercy that we will not receive the other way around. But it feels so cold to kill him.
Assume nothing.
I think for the sake... Because Nadira ain't leaving. She's not going anywhere. I feel, it feels so... Oh, with the axe, it feels so executioner. But I feel like this could potentially be so much worse if we don't, in the event he maybe does become conscious. Right, same thing with the goblins and everything else. Like these, it's a bad idea. That feels weird.
No one's stopped me yet.
It feels weird.
The corpse remains silent.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Unfortunate. Okay, I couldn't do my flight all the way down there. That's okay. Alright, because I've been stressing about that dude for a while. Just in case.
Have to keep going.
I would have felt really foolish if for whatever reason he did become conscious again and then kills her. Defeat the entire purpose of what we did. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do next. Right, because we look at the map now. Right, do we release Sazza? Maybe, potentially, only because that could give us something good as far as leverage. Right, I think might be a good idea to go after Karlach. Right, Zevlor wants us to kill her, and this isn't going to progress unless we agree to it, I think. So, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, so I think we go after Karlach next, because everything else is so far away. This is crazy how far these are. Okay, let's just do that first. I'm gonna risk it all. Potentially upsetting somebody, but I'm going with my instincts, which is here's the thing. We can if it's gonna backfire at any point, we can take care of this situation. But I think it'd be a good idea, because just in case, maybe if she's cool, we can get into the camp better, a little bit easier, and then maybe have some sort of leverage. But at the end of the day, once we're in the camp, I feel like that's where the usefulness would stop. Especially if we start actually trying to poke around.
Keep your feet planted. Swing, parry, strike. Ah! Damn.
Oh, well, you're trying.
You have teeth and claws.
Okay. And this, I have an idea. An idea that I want to try. But we'll do this first. Sazza.
Any luck opening this cage?
Patience, I'll get you out. Who is this Absolute? Princess Gut is quite the name. Are we gonna get any more information out of this?
The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are.
See.
Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Mighty booyog.
I've been patient, so hurry up, yeah? Let me out, you bunch of
Alright.
softies.
This would have been a great time to have Astarion with us. I mean, I guess there's still time, right? We could switch him out real quick in camp and have him lockpick this. Right? That would probably be a smart idea.
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of it.
Right? I think it's not weird. It takes a minute to switch him out, but I mean, it's better than not. Right? To be smart about this. Ooh. That's an that's cool. We can actually ask about that. What do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Towers?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours.
Not ours.
But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
That's right. Need you in my party.
I would, but you have so many friends already.
You never have too many friends. I'm sorry, Gale. For right now.
Excellent. Now that that's settled, lead on.
It's just temporary. Don't worry. It's okay. Can we ask everybody about that?
Speak.
Oh, we can't. Okay. Interesting. He had an opinion on the tower, Moonrise Towers.
Well met.
It's actually kind of cool. So far, he's the only one.
What's on your mind?
Never mind. Well, I guess that's that, huh? Just to be sure, talk to Shadowheart. Right, just real quick.
Something the matter?
Ooh. Here we go. That's what we're talking about. Alright. Those murals in the grove. Something about them seemed to catch your eye.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
Is that so? We'll talk about all this happened to us. Journey separately. Nope. Alright. Well. It's kind of cool to check. Fascinating. Neat.
Oh, you.
Everybody had some,
Even your cages are boring.
Trust no one.
had some opinions. Alright, here we go. Lockpick.
Easy.
Easy. Thanks, Astarion. Guidance. There's no way we can fail this. Right, so we're looking at a 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this at minimum is a 1. So it is literally, potentially impossible for us to fail this. Right, the total bonus can be 9 to 12. Right, allegedly.
Let me out, you bunch of softies.
I don't know. We got it. We got it. Easy. That is horrible. That is embarrassing. Why? I did. There's no. Come on.
Sorry.
Stop it. There's no way. I was so confident. I did the math. Oh my god. Damn it. There we go. We got it, guys. See, look. Easy. A little bit of inspiration. Figured out this situation.
These are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
I imagine we literally went out of the way to go get Astarion, bring him out here, tell the goblin, we're gonna get you out of this cage right now. And he just doesn't do it the first time. Embarrassing. Okay.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
Okay, so
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
is that not a... Okay, if nobody's here... Right, because nobody else is doing their rounds, it shouldn't be an issue to open the... in front of her. Right? Yeah.
Ready to go meet my tribe? Just say the word.
Nice. Follow me. I'll keep you safe. Who is this absolute? Follow me. I'll keep you safe. Sure. I think it's gonna be real weird probably wandering around the camp with her.
Happily. Lead the way.
Some allies will temporarily join you. You can control them and direct their movements and actions. Oh boy. Alright.
Bloody thieves everywhere. We moving or what?
All right. In a moment, stay here and keep out of the way. All right, very interesting. So I could leave her behind. We can't just walk through the camp with a prisoner. Like there's nothing that we're gonna be able to say to make that happen. So I think that'd be really stupid to bring her with us.
Bloody thieves everywhere. We moving or what?
In a moment, stay here, keep out of the way.
It ain't safe here. Hurry back.
Okay.
How much farther can I go?
Okay, cool. Okay, you're left behind. Well, you're left here. I'll be right back. I have an idea that I wanted to try. Right? So let's go back here. Nobody knows we broke her out. So we're kind of chilling.
What to bring?
Right? But I want to see if we can get into this cabinet. So I've been thinking about it for a minute.
This is ridiculous.
And I think we can pull it off. So we go turn-based mode, right? We go.
What now?
Astarion.
Quick step.
All the way up here. Then we do lays out. Lays out.
We must speak.
Like the weirdest placement, of course.
Onward.
Right, and then, well, yeah, I guess because it'll still only be one turn. Right, so if we do that, she shouldn't see us.
I'm ready.
All's
Okay.
well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me.
Okay, all right. Hold on. This is totally gonna be worth it. All right, not us.
Breeds madness.
Okay, so carefully. Here's what we're gonna do. Arrow of darkness. Shoot this. Or shoot it over here. It's gonna cover her. Should blind her. Nice. So she can't see anything.
What am I to do?
Keep a blade close.
Okay, now for you. Right, I don't know.
Like a wraith.
I don't know if she'll be able to hear. And I worry about that. So can I... Sweet. So that's how it works. We took the cabinet key from Zafon using magic pockets. Ooh, simple toxin, basic potion, drow poison. Ooh, that's very curious. And a regular bottle, basic poison. So poisons and toxins, very interesting. Coat your active weapon with a poison. Targets must succeed a Constitution saving throw or become poisoned and fall asleep for 10 turns. Many drow cultivate poisons with religious fervor. After all, Lolth, their dread arachnid goddess, is pleased by only the deadliest of concoctions. That's curious that that's in here. Huh. All right. Strange. Why is there a drow poison thing in here? So if the evil is the key, that's connected to this, that's a drow poison. So then there is something going on. And I wonder if it's a connection with the fact that the drow that was dead is working with the goblins. So the drow working with the goblins, right? And we know that he was following the absolute now. And there's some connection. Maybe somebody else made the drow poison, but also maybe the drow poison was given to whatever alchemist is part of here, right? Whether that's the druids or whether it's like a little secret situation. But the fact that she was guarding the chest that had the key in it makes me very suspicious of this whole situation. Because what if some of the tiefling were very upset? Obviously, they're upset about this whole ritual being kicked out thing. What if one of them went and talked to... I don't know, it'd be real. That feels like such a stretch, right? They would have gone to the drow to try to have them get involved, but then that also kind of screws them over, because like that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, because Sazza's even like, oh, she didn't even like the Tiefs either, as she says. Okay, can't pickpocket you, so I won't. Oh my god. It was right there. I did not notice these were... When I was over here, these were not showing up as loose rocks. I can literally move them. Okay. Huh. Okay, let's do this.
Shall we?
Go over here. You get in here? Okay, it's just nonsense. What about in here? Hammer, thieves' tools. Useful. Okay, I think everything else kind of just gonna leave it as it is. There's no reason to do any more. Okay. She's paralyzed, but she's vertical. She's vertical but paralyzed. Okay, get you out of here.
Action, not reaction.
Get you down here. Alright, then I think we can exit that. And we are good. We're chilling. Okay. That's interesting, though.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Because Astarion has it. A drow poison. There's got to be a connection. There's a reason. Right? There's a reason for all this. I don't know what that is yet. Still need more information.
Bloody teeth everywhere.
Okay, so how to get you out of here. Right, because we can't stroll you through the entire place that imprisoned you. That would actually be... That would actually be dumb.
I've got food.
Because even if we could convince... What are we going to say? Oh, she's going to show us the way to the camp? I'm sure they could show us the way to the camp. Oh, well, we're going to... There's nothing we can do.
I met your friend. Ready to go? Happily. Lead the way.
Oh, wait a minute. What if we use the secret tunnel?
Still alive, so that's progress. Need to find a way forward.
Right? Okay, you're gonna be following Astarion for right now. We went through here last time and it led us outside. So if we take her through here, there's a good chance that they will never even know. Ooh, actually, that's actually not super crazy. Okay, let's not go through the acid. If we can help it. If we can help it. Okay, everybody be cool. Alright. Nice. Ooh, what is... Whoa. Whoa. What? Hold on. Can I get down here? Can I get over here? Hold on. Now we're a detour. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Interesting. Mage hand. Can I hit it from here? Not enough space. Shit. Okay, what if I go back over here? If I go back over here, what if I go over here? Ah, man. Okay. Interesting. Interesting things to notice. I have to be closer, huh? Oh, that's gonna be bad. Okay, so what if we don't do it?
Oh, enough waiting.
Lazel, you got great legs for
Without
jumping.
delay.
For jumping. You can totally do this. Right? Oh. Nice. Shut that down. Very cool. Who are you? Just a dude. A charred key. A single silver key held by a long dead corpse in a druid cave. And holy water. A splash of the sacred for those in need. A small flask explodes on impact, damaging nearby fiends and undead. 3d6 radiant. What is this? What is that? This key just like casually here? Pardon? I need...
Let's move.
I need to get over here. Okay, I'll lose 1 HP and I'll go prone. But... Oh, we're okay. Can I speak with you?
The corpse has nothing to say.
Man. Alright. Well, it was a shot in the dark.
If not over, then through.
Okay, examine. Just like some dude. It's just some guy. Right? That's just because he's a human. And so far, the only humans that we've met were either likely to be a tiefling or one of the refugees. Not a tiefling, Jesus, a druid. One of the druids or a refugee with the tiefling. But that's strange. He's just dead in here with a key. A key to what? A key to what?
Like its will be done.
Because that's the rune. He came all the way down here. Or he fell. It's so interesting. What is this design? Oh my god, is that... Is it technically, would it be... Because I don't know how they would design it, right? Because this could be saloon. Could be saloon.
No time to dally.
Right, because technically she's a cleric of Shar. Right, but her symbol here... So the common symbol of Shar is, it's just a black circle. Right, with purple, but it's a black circle with no real designs. So it's kind of close, like these could be close, and like obviously like the circlet, but this wasn't, so it wasn't super obvious right away. right? That she was of Shar. So I think that could be a key. Could be a key of Saloon. I don't completely know. But either way, let's get out of here.
Enough waiting.
There's a fun little surprise in here, and I do wonder what this key could potentially be for.
What's that?
Huh. What is this? Oh, can we not? We didn't dig it up all the way.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Okay. Okay, that's good enough. It's a little weird angle. Ooh. Nice. So gold, a bronze ingot, a small but heavy bar of untempered bronze manufactured at the High House of Gond. Some murgrass, some mugwort, some wispweed, and elixir of fire resistance. What a happy accident. That's neat. Okay. A couple more surprises in the cave I didn't see coming.
Eager for battle.
All right.
On my mind.
I don't think it's gonna work because they're not glowing the same way.
Should mind my step.
Yeah. Okay, but either way, group back together. Right, everyone's just in difficult terrain, but it's fine. We're all making our moves. This is all in an effort to get her out of here secretly. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. What is this way? Hello. That's different. So I went out this way before. Okay, that's just a barrel. Okay. Oh, what? Wait, no way. Is this under... Oh, this is the secret. Oh boy. Okay, we definitely gotta be careful in here. This is this thing. We're on the other side of this. But what does it mean? Do we lockpick it?
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Nice. I knew it. Never walk through the center of a room.
Well, hello.
I say that as a warning. However, we'll see if I do it. 30? Oh god, we actually did it. That's crazy. Exactly what we needed. See? Astarion's got the hands. He's got the hands for this. There doesn't seem to be anything else in here, right? This just seems to be going in here. Which is curious on its own. But I don't think we really gain anything by opening this, right? We just access there, potentially piss them off. Fascinating, though. I'm just looking around, making like 100% sure. There's nothing. There's nothing.
Best avoid that trap.
Okay, here we go. It was a test. It was a tester. Making sure. Just gotta check and make sure if it works or not, you know?
Step lightly.
It's not worth burning our inspiration on. But I was very curious. Okay, well. Okay, so they have a secret access in there that leads down here. Which is very interesting. Why? I don't know if maybe it's not a big deal. Why? Because again, this is like the statues are in here and everything, so it makes sense. This is kind of like a shrine in a way. So it's not like terribly surprising that they would also build an access. It's just interesting because that's an access into the grove from here. I feel like it's risky.
Thought I was never gonna get out of there. Good to be free again, gotta say.
Of course. Gratitude doesn't help me. Tell me about that priestess. Oh yeah, because we were him when we left. You made a promise, remember? No one deserves to be locked up like that. I'll do a lot worse than that cage if you don't make this worth my while. Well, I guess we're Astarion, right? So we gotta answer a little bit differently. Let's see. Gratitude doesn't help me. Tell me about that priestess.
I'll introduce you to my whole tribe and put in a good word for you. See you at the camp.
Hell yeah. That's exactly why we did this.
What now?
This is 100% to get some sort of leverage.
Move deep and move.
Regardless, right? And so hopefully, I mean, I don't know how long that's really going to last for us, but it would be kind of nice. Got a good word in for us, though, which is exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. And we got her out without any issues. Because otherwise, like if we didn't go that whole way, we would have had to genuinely bunker through the entire camp somehow, not getting caught. Because it's not so much us; it's her being seen by the people that locked her up. So I think, is there any... Okay. Right, we got out of the Grove one piece. Sazza told us to meet her at the Goblin camp. Okay. Not bad. So, let's go north. Actually, wait.
Well, but you're so efficient. Why not have a little fun?
Fun? I fight to win, not to make spectacles.
What a waste.
What a waste.
Something the matter?
No, just want to see if anyone's got any opinions on this whole goblin thing we just did.
Speak.
Nope. And?
Yes?
Nope. Okay. Here we go. So, let's do a long rest. It's been a minute. It's been a little bit of a time. I think we need a long rest. Get our spell slots back up, get our health back up, get everything back to being pretty okay. And then let's head up. Let's head north a little bit. See what's going on. Is that just okay? So strange.
What's up for discussion?
Need something?
Need? No. Just making sure everybody's doing okay, right? It's been a wild day.
Speak.
Just like in real life, I never know when to properly rest. So, I've been keeping these guys up for a long time.
Well met.
Right? He looks comfortable in his casuals. Everyone looks comfortable in their casual, let's be real.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
No? No? Okay. Alright, well, I guess that's that. I guess we're good. Right? We can probably take a nap. Let's make sure if Shadowheart's got anything. Real quick. And then we'll take a good rest. A good strong rest. A well-needed rest. Oh.
Something the matter?
No. No problems at all. Okay. Go to bed.
Simple enough.
Right, we talked with everybody, so there's nothing really left behind. And then we'll do that. Full rest.
You
Full
don't
rest.
sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
What? Oh.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
No shit. This whole time? Or is this recent? He's been with us the whole time. There wouldn't have been a... This, like... Oh my god. Wait. This entire... All of his... Because he asked recently about... To Will, how he would kill a vampire. And then it was like, okay, it's good to know, but kind of random. Sure. And then the one phrase, which I thought was kind of... I thought it was a little weird, but I was like, whatever, sure. Right, he talked about how he likes his steak, like his, you know, like his meat, right? Dripping. And, my God, the signs were there. They were there. They were so subtle. I thought his eyes were just red because they were neat. I didn't think they were actually because of something. God damn it. And then he just tried to bite us. Say, oh, it does. It's not what it looks like. I just wanted your blood. And so it is exactly what it looks like. You just tried to bite us out of fucking nowhere. What? I'm sorry. This is completely... What? It's kind of changed how I see you now. I thought he was just kind of quirky, eccentric, and now I realize this is also something he's got going on. How long since you killed someone? Days? Hours? Melee attack. Pick up a stake and lunge at the monster. I don't know if he's a monster yet. Because I feel, realistically, he could have done this at any time. He could have done this many more times that we've rested. Why now? Trust? And if I believe him... I don't know. I feel like he's gonna have to explain a lot right now, because... He doesn't... I want to believe that he's not terrible. And just because you're a vampire doesn't mean you're terrible, right? But it's one of those things, you know?
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. It feels so... weak. If I just had a little blood... I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
This is a fucking turn. Like, okay. I'm sorry. This is completely throwing my shit off right now. So he does the Cullen method of feeding on deer and wildlife. And so now he's like, if I had just a little bit of blood, I could think a little bit clearer, you know what I mean? Just a little bit, just a taste, just a smidge, right? Just give me just a sample, and then my fogginess will go away. So he needs blood. Obviously, he's a vampire, right? Because he needs the blood. Gale needs magic items. Everyone needs to suck on something. Why don't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? I don't care how much you need. You're not drinking my blood. Illithid? Being implanted with a mind flayer in hell is a fate worse than death, isn't it? Push into his mind, searching for the truth. I don't know. He has been really secretive. This is a massive secret. This is kind of huge. Kind of a big deal. This is like that whole, somebody in your group is infected and they don't tell you until it's like way too late. Or they got bit like 6 weeks ago by a zombie. They've just been hiding it. This feels like that. Why didn't you tell me?
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
That's exactly what a vampire would want me to say. However, again, he's got the tadpole in his head. There would be no advantage to him killing us for a little bit of blood. Like, you know what I mean? It wouldn't do him any good if he was gonna turn on us out of nowhere. Because he's still technically, as far as he got the tadpole, he's screwed just as we are. Right? He hasn't really done anything really to cause distrust. I mean, this is kind of a big deal, but I believe you. You tried to bite me. How could I trust you? Leave. If I ever see you again, I'll kill you. I feel like this is a valid question that we would ask. You tried to bite me. How could I trust you?
Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal.
He's very casual about this, all things considered. He's doing his best. Like, this isn't the first time he's had to convince somebody. He's not wrong, though. We do need him at his strongest. But it's not like we're gonna turn. It's not like he's gonna bite us and we turn. It's not how it works. Not exactly how it works. This is weird, man. This is weird. This is like some... Does this make us more than friends? This is like a next level friendship thing. It's like... I feel like this is kind of a big deal. I feel like I feel like drinking somebody's blood is kind of a huge thing. Fine, but not a drop more than you need. Alright, but go too far and I'll drive a stake through your chest. Are you mad? No. I feel like this is a weird conversation to have a proper answer to that's not... Yeah, go ahead, drink my blood. And threaten to kill him. I don't see us having a really violent reaction. Concerned, bothered, kind of stressed about it. But I feel like this, right? I feel like we would say, fine, but not a drop more than you need.
Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
Oh, it's clinical now. This is... I guess that's the best way to do it, right? It doesn't have to...
It's
What
like
have
a
I done?
shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches. Your pulse quickens.
I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend. This is what good friends do. Good friends do this to each other. That's enough. Push him back. Grab the stake and drive. Just kill him. That's enough. You're good, dude. You're good. You're good. Stop. Thirsty. Jesus. There we go. Okay. There's a lot of movement.
Hmm? Oh, of course. That was amazing.
Glad it was good for you.
My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
Look at that smile. Wow. My neck is in pain. I look forward to seeing you fight. I don't. That felt wrong. That felt intimate. But this is what we're with. We're all in this together. We're helping each other out. We are a good person. Anything I need to... Looking forward to see you fight. Let's not tell anybody about this right away. I feel like that'd be a real weird conversation. Immediately. I don't want them to try to kill you either.
Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
I could have brought him a deer. I could have happily got him a deer. Now he got a sample. Got a sample of my drow blood. Which I imagine tastes pretty okay. But I wouldn't know.
Good morning. How do you feel?
I feel like this conversation the morning after is... I'm fine, just a little woozy. My neck hurts. How do you think I feel? I feel awful. I'm cool. I'm good. We're chilling. Easy. Dude, I could do it. I could do it again. Don't have me do it again, but I'm good.
It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers.
All of the hunger, few of their powers, none of the calories. So literally, again, that's the thing. It's like if he was like an actual, like full, I would have been surprised that he was trying to be so subtle. Honestly, I'd be surprised if they even got a mind flare tadpole in one. I'm kind of still reeling from the fact that he's a vampire. Is that how you can stand in the sun? Because you're not a true vampire. And that's one of the biggest things oh my god, it was the perfect cover. Right, because they're weak to sunlight. And yet he's been roaming around here just totally fine. Makes all the questions, he's been talking about this stuff. Oh my god. Any other drawbacks I should know about? Pity, I thought you'd be more powerful.
Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
everything about vampires was not applying to him, I never would have seen it coming. That's so... Oh, so the tadpole is, like, changing that? What's causing this? Mind flayer's parasite? If I can help, just ask. We're in this together. Right? Figure them out quickly. Out of way more surprises. Right? What's causing this?
That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire?
Oh,
well,
all right.
That explains the pallor. Given our group's nature, I don't see much harm. We're each monsters in the making, after all.
For his sake, he best not develop an appetite for Githyanki.
Okay, so I was wondering if this was ever going to be a conversation with everybody, and it has now. Monsters in the making. Well, we don't even know if he chose to be a vampire. Because oftentimes, like, people, like, a lot of the spawns that get changed, sometimes it's not by their choice. Right? And then they're cursed with this forever. Same with, like, lycanthropy. You know? It's just... I don't know. We don't know if he's a monster. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. Right? Enough. We need him, like it or not. I trust him. He won't hurt us. To a fault. That's how I feel. Right? I trust him. If he wanted to, he would have. Right? And to be fair, we all have mind flayer parasites in our head. We've been dealing with a bunch of nonsense. A vampire is honestly not even that crazy. After we've just talked with a devil, too. You know? Actually kind of seems normal.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty to work together as a team.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell. Dissuade any nighttime prowling.
Oh my god.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Fascinating. This is so crazy. What the hell? This is bloodless. Feel a bit woozy. Get a -1 to attack rolls, saving throws, and most ability checks. Oh. Alright. It's gonna be a rough day. Be a bit of a rough day.
Yes?
Ooh, tell me about your history. How does someone become a vampire exactly? So, about you biting me. I think it's better if we stay here in camp for a while. Okay, so...
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave.
Okay.
A vampire spawn.
Aw.
Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
Dude, that's so sad. That's fucked up. But see, that's what I was saying. It's not always by choice. It's not always good. Damn, so he was... This is the best thing that's happened to him. This parasite getting abducted and ending up with us. Yeesh. How does someone become a vampire exactly?
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire.
In theory. So they bite you, you bite them?
Yes and no. The problem is, once you're a vampire spawn, they completely control you. They have to allow you to bite them. And why would they do that? Vampires are power-hungry creatures. They won't lose a servant to create a competitor.
True.
Trust me. It doesn't happen.
Interesting. So, that's... I'm so happy they actually go into a bunch of the vampire lore and how it all works. Right? So about you biting me, I think it's better... Okay. I don't think... His doesn't work the same way.
I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble.
Absolutely not. Maybe later. I need to how... Okay, I need to know how we'll feed you in the future. We're gonna feed you in the future.
No innocence. You have my word. Only villains that we need to kill anyway. After all, you know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons. Teeth included. And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead.
Who cares? They're just as dead. I love how his mannerisms haven't changed either after this. He's still just the same. Him. Just more free. Alright, but I'll be watching. Sounds good. Glad we could agree. No, you can't feed on people. Animals only. Look, I'm not against you feeding on me. look, I didn't hate it. Like, I want to say, like, I wasn't... I don't know if... I wouldn't say I was, like, into it, but it's one of those, like, if you did it and I didn't stop you, you know, we're not gonna... It's fine. If it happened... No, you can't feed on people. Animals only. Sounds good. Glad we could agree. See, that's the thing. I wonder, is this... Because this could be like a morality thing. But I wonder, is that what he wants? I mean, he says that, right? But it's one of those things where if we... I mean, it could be like not hiding who he is, even though that's not who he wants to be. He doesn't want to be like his past captors. Let's be better. It's not a great look, probably. But if we're smart about it. I mean, if we kill a goblin and he drinks the blood of the goblin, you know, is that so bad? Because they are kind of dead. That sounds so cold to say it like that. Dead people only. That's the other catch. Like, if he drains them and we need them alive, that could cause issues. But if he drains the... Well, see, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of, like, every way that this could go south or go positive. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm probably overthinking it. But... No. No feed on people. Animals only.
What? Oh, you're joking. Although, what do you consider an animal? I mean, elves and humans are obviously out, but the goblins, kobolds, gnomes?
Gnomes? Just a gnome? A little bit of a gnome? Okay, so no humans, but what about humanoids? Right? Like, right? And goblin kin, right? Those aren't human. Those aren't... Nothing we could have a conversation with. If I could think... If it can think, you're not feeding on it. Figure it out, you gotta stick through there. nothing we can have a conversation with.
In that case, I'll restrict myself to animals and only the dullest goblins.
I think that's fair. I feel like that. I'm hoping that that's probably going to be a positive in the long run. I know he wasn't a fan of the restrictions, right? But I feel like it's probably important, right?
Speak.
Okay, what can we... Okay, nothing. Okay, what does he get? Happy. I love that that's a condition for him. He's happy. Astarion's vampiric hunger has been temporarily sated. +1 to attack rolls, saving throws, and most ability checks. Love that. Love that for him. It's very good. Does anyone else want to talk about this whole vampire thing? I just want to make sure that everyone's cool. No problem.
Something the matter?
I just don't want anybody to have any issues. Right, because I feel like this is pretty important. Our friend was just outed himself as a vampire.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
What do you make of having a vampire in our camp? There we go.
We all have our burdens, one way or the other.
He's got a cool tattoo. You never... I know I said that before, but I think it's... We don't get to see it too often. Very subtle. Right? It's very cool. The way it kind of like, it's here that it goes up. Who knows? It could be like more, but... Okay, so everyone seems pretty cool about this. This is great.
Well met.
Alright. Nice. Excellent. Good job, guys. We are... That's how you know where we get along. We'll be good. And nobody sees vampirism as some, like, wild thing.
Fate spins along as it should.
Indeed.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Nope. Nope, we're good. Alright, cool. I think we are ready to leave. It's unfortunate that we are bloodless, but we'll get rid of that on our next rest. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, so, Strange Elf, infected with a parasite. He was hostile at first, but agreed to join us when he learned we were infected too. Astarion is a vampire. We woke up last night and saw him bent over one of us, drinking their blood. We let him drink his fill to regain his strength. Yep, I'm hoping that this was a good idea. Right? We learned that Astarion was a slave to the Tsar family. He couldn't refuse orders from them, and believes that might still be the case. Right? Potentially, because he is technically still a spawn, even though he is away from them. If he were to meet them again, potentially couldn't resist the commands. We told Astarion he could only feed on animals. Intelligent creatures are off limits. I feel like that's fine. I feel like that's not a big ask. You know, especially because imagine like if we're dealing with somebody that we do kind of want to, you know, interrogate or something like that. It'd be pretty important to make sure that we, you know, can actually do that. Right, luckily, it doesn't seem to affect this. Right, humanoid corpse, 5 questions. Skeletons, creatures killed with acid, and these effects don't have a mouth. Nothing about blood. So I think we'll be okay. So do a quick save. We'll leave camp. Alright, I think we are pretty good. Right, so I think, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, because if I think about it,
You
we're
must,
gonna pick this up
Astarion.
next episode.
But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food.
I'm sorry, he can't make me hate him. I'm even as a vampire, I'm just like, if anything, I feel for him, because it's a shit life before all this. It's horrible. But anyway, next episode, picking it up here, and we're gonna go after Karlach. We're gonna go after Karlach next. I think that's the next correct thing to do. It's also the next nearest thing. And then, I mean, all this is all the way out here. This is a huge map. This is crazy. This is crazy big. Right? Because we're not gonna steal the idol, and we got to get some information. So we're gonna go deal with Karlach potentially on the way to the camp, and then go to the camp. Karlach camp. Karlach camp. I think that's the right thing to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it again. Stick around for the next episode. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be cool. Excited. This is amazing. So we found out secrets about Astarion, which makes me wonder what else could potentially be hidden from us by the others. Because we don't really know everybody very well. We are still essentially people in the same situation, leaning on each other for an answer. So we'll find out. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Thanks again for watching. Seriously, for real. Next episode. See you guys there. Bye-bye.